Yes, now. Yes to the Q&A. Yes to the shirtless lads in the pool. Alright, let's do it. This is a Q&A from Madrid with 1 times real, genuine Spaniard.
Hola.
Hola. Está más buena que el pan.
Yes, now. That's all you need to know in Spanish.
Who's better graft, Joey D or Yaras?
Well, in English it's pretty obvious.
I think it's pretty hard to graft not in your
language.
Yeah, your first language.
Yeah. In Spanish, I'll know like shit to say and like funny stuff and
yeah.
Like English, sometimes I fuck it up because I know.
It's funny though.
I go way too far. Way too far. Because I don't know where the boundaries live.
Yeah.
So sometimes I. But it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny, man. It creates lols anyway. So, Dublin for a Jekka in September? No, probably not. Just.
Oh, Jekka is still good shit.
Yeah, but I've seen him a couple of times, and I'm not just gonna go to Dublin for it. I might come to Dublin anyway. Again. Worst job either of you ever had? Mine was probably, it was either McDonald's or one summer when I was saving for like Iron Apple, I worked on a production line that made like kitchen units, man. And I was like banging drawers into fucking cabinets for like 8-hour shifts at night, wearing like steel toe cap boots, man. It was rough as fuck.
I reckon my worst one is just washing dishes.
Washing dishes? What about
in Australia? Whoa, yeah.
I think yeah, I had a worse one, man.
Yeah, once I had to bang a Chinese bird.
But I think that's, you know, that was probably the worst job. You know, having to get through something.
Yeah.
But well paid.
Well paid. Very well paid.
Well paid, man. Worst job, rifling through a Chinese room. Opinion on Zyzz lifestyle? What is that lifestyle? Is it just like saying "brah" at the end of every sentence and putting the word aesthetics after everything?
More Myron.
I don't know, man. Other than that, what is it? Is it a lifestyle?
I reckon many people misunderstand. I think that you copy Zyzz and it's just like you just like the gym and going party. It doesn't mean. I mean, I started seeing Zyzz. He for sure inspired me, but I don't think
Yeah, I don't think it counts as a lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
I don't think just going to the gym and saying a few words counts as like an actual lifestyle. I think lifestyle is much broader than that. But opinion on people who just straight up imitate and just have fuck all original to say. You know, sort it out. Do you find it exhausting to maintain a low body fat percentage? I don't actually maintain that low, to be honest. It's probably like floats around 10 pretty often, probably. Top 5 countries to visit. Shit, man. You gotta say America is one of them because there's just so much different shit there. Like there's such a wide variety of shit there. For me, Vietnam was sick. Australia definitely is a sick country. Yeah. You need to go check it out. The beaches are insane. It's just like one after another one. And the birds, pretty good. The birds are fucking next level in Australia. Fucking next level. Serious wallet. You know, like Vietnam, Thailand, both sick. There's probably some countries that I haven't been to yet that would be sick. Like I want to go to Japan, man. Don't know. Canada's pretty sick as well, just because like I reckon people there are pretty cool. How big are your arms? That big. Wingspan of 2 meters. Goals in life and bucket list. Fuck me. I always get this goals question, but I don't have any goals like any like long term like I want this or I want that or you know. People talk about you know people in fitness, they're like, oh, I want to inspire people. Why though? Is that because you want to be the one who is inspiring? Because that's just a self-centered thing. Do you want to inspire people personally, or do you want people to be inspired regardless of how they are inspired? Does it have to be by you? Because that's not such an altruistic goal. It's a bit more of a personal fucking get stuff for myself, inflate my ego type goal, rather than I want to help people. You know, I don't know. I haven't got any goals. I just want birds to tell good stories about me, man. You got any goals?
Maybe, yeah. I think main one just maybe owning my own gym, you know?
Yeah.
Like my own, like, little to semi-big, like, like a nice gym, cool gym, like, nice music, put some sets of DJs.
Have a Jekka doing sets at the gym.
Have a Jekka doing sets.
Putting fucking Friday nights on, man.
On the weekends.
Yeah, man. What would you do if a way below average girl won't stop messaging you on Facebook and Snapchatting you, but you don't want to seem like a dickhead by ignoring her completely? What you do is grow a set of fucking balls and say, listen, I'm not into you, sorry about that. You know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get with her and fucking bang her in that and just get a fucking fixed rate, save a mortgage and a fucking spaniel with her just because you don't want to be horrible. You can't feel sorry for people your whole life, man.
Yeah.
Think about it. What would a girl do to you? She'd either straight up ignore you, or she'd be like, nah, sorry, I'm not into it. So fucking grow up there and do that, man. You can't spend your life feeling sorry for people. You know, you should get over it and it'll be good for her.
Don't be like rude, but
yeah, of course. Don't, of course, be
just,
fucking.
Say the shit how it is, you know. It's truth.
When are you coming back to Ireland? No plans, but it's literally like a cheap ass flight from me, so I can come whenever, man. Plans for the rest of 2016. I'm gonna move to Manchester like shortly after I get back. Probably take me a couple of months or something, and then I'm just gonna hold up and work like fuck, crank videos out. Obviously I'll do bits of travelling as well, but only little bits. Not gonna do anything major until later on in the year. I need really a focused period of work because I'm on the fringes of made it here. You know, like in fitness and that. Like legit, I'm on the fringes, man, but I haven't made it. But I reckon 6 months solid work and I'll be there, man, and I'll be free, and I can do. Obviously not free, but I mean like I'm free now, like, but I mean, yeah, just everything will be a lot easier for me to, yeah. So work my ass off, man. Plans for the rest of the year, Yanis?
I'm gonna go. August I'll stay here, chilling in Madrid. It's fucking hot.
Yeah, it is.
And I'll go start September, visit Joey D to the UK scene. I've never been to the UK, so
yeah, man.
Looking forward to that and road tripping a little bit around there.
Oh yeah, we're gonna road trip UK a bit.
Now.
So
and
comment with your fucking city.
Yeah.
And if you got free couch space or floor space for us, and we'll put it on the fucking itinerary.
Yeah. And after that I'll fly straight to LA, California, to just fucking grind there.
To see what he can do, man. Try and
see
make
what
it.
You can do in
this
the
guy's
USA.
going to LA to see if he can make it, man.
Yes, Venice bitch.
Sick.
Training with the big cunts.
Yeah. Would you say it's possible to do a season in Ibiza and come home not having lost every ounce of muscle fibre you ever gained and weighing 9 stone in a soggy t-shirt that some Spanish girl has just squirted all over because I'm debating it? No, you can't do a season in Ibiza and come home like with any gains, man. No way, not a chance.
That's why we went 3 days.
That's why we did 3 days, man. Can't do it. Long-term life goals. I mean, you can't travel and make birds all your life. I think he means get birds or like fuck about with birds, but why not?
Yeah.
Of course you can. Watch me, cunts. Fucking watch me, man. I will be travelling and making birds my whole life. Because that's what I'm about, man. Unless I actually get a bird. When will Janos build a proper chest?
Trying.
For you. You're rough, man.
When you start with how you say it, flat, my chest was fucking flat, so it's hard for me. It's my weak point, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, so don't be horrible, you cunt.
Making progress.
Don't be horrible,
Yeah,
man.
you cannot have everything.
Joey D, you hero, what's the story of you grafted Lizzie, mate? And any more puns on content? I don't know who Lizzie is, but the probability says, yeah, I've probably grafted it. Probably at least fucking DM'd it, mate. Don't know who she is, but if I haven't, send it my way. I mean, send her my way. Ants or Zoo Project on the Saturday? Well, it depends if you're a fucking absolute turbo gimp or not. If you're a cool cunt like us, then Ants. But if you want to get spray painted and like see like fucking hen-dos and that, then you can go Zoo Project, but it's wang. So don't go Zoo Project. Do you exclusively listen to techno? Nah, man, I listen to other shit now and again. A lot, majority techno, but the thing is, there's variants in techno, man. You could have some pretty like chilled, like summery, vibey techno, and then you can have like, what the fuck is this noise? Wow, my head feels like it's getting gangbanged by Mandingo and his mates. Kind of techno, but nah, I listen to like bits of other shit, man. I like fucking birds with tidy voices. Like there's a song called Somersault by 07. It's probably one of my favourite songs. Sia is the girl who sings.
Oh yeah,
and that
sick.
the voice is unreal. London Grammar, Florence and the Machine, that kind of shit. I also went through a phase and still listen to a bit like Ben Howard and that, just from like for old time's sake. I used to be like a little checkered shirt wearing beige fucking long haired travelling bastard, thinking that it was like, I used to think it was deep and that, and I thought like having feelings got you birds and shit like that, and I used to listen to like Ben Howard and Ed Sheeran and that, and now I don't listen to Ed Sheeran, but I still like Ben Howard, or his old shit anyway, because it's just like kind of nostalgic for me. I listened to a lot of it when I was away travelling the first time, so will we ever see another abstract party like the one with the turf in the apartment? Yes, we will. We'll probably have a moving in one once we got to Manchester, man. So yeah, there'll be weird ass parties. Stand by for fucking abstractionism. Is that a word? No. Do you like football, Joey? Not really. I used to like it a lot. I used to follow it. I used to play it a lot. I probably still enjoy playing, but in terms of following football, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that the fucking like banter just kills me, man. It's just boring, mate. It's just for people with no ideas. You just like, probably gonna offend loads of people here, but it can't be arsed with just pub talk, man. You know, footy jokes and footy banter. My team's better than yours. Well done. Group of 11 men that you don't know beat a group of 11 men that I don't know. Therefore, somehow now you're better than me until the next time we play. It goes on forever. Nobody ever actually wins because there's always another season. It's an endless cycle of really shit banter. And also, like, when people actually let the result of the team affect the mood, like, you know, are you going to let that affect your weekend if your team loses? You know, please, live for yourself, man. That's true of any sport, I suppose, but, you know, I'm not saying you can't like footy, but I'm just saying don't get too fucking involved where it's your life, man. Any tips for 18-year-olds who want to go travelling on their own? Yeah, just do it, man. Yeah. Just do it and don't worry about it. Get a fucking Lonely Planet guide. Go like that. Choose somewhere. Go.
Spend your money travelling. It's the best.
Don't worry, man. Just meet people.
Experiences.
Just rock up. You will become a sociable motherfucker, man.
That's how we met.
No, exactly.
Travelling.
And I know I used to turn up to a hostel on my own, and I'd walk in and be like, right, what are we doing tonight?
Right.
And everyone would be like, all right, we're mates now. And I'd be like, yeah, we're fucking mates now. You know, I remember in Vietnam once I went out with a French-Algerian guy who was a physio, lived in Paris, an Israeli girl, some lad from south of England, and two like Finnish lads. And I was like, this is a weird ass group, man. But it's fun because you see different fucking, you have to meet different people and see different points of view on everything. And you know, people who, a lot of time people will have been brought up completely different to you now in completely different circumstances, but there's still some common ground there, because generally if you're a fucking good person, then there is common ground with other good people, no matter what your background, you know.
And people are usually very friendly when you travel. You make good friends. Even better ones are the one you've had all your life where you live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the friends that, you know, you're friends with them out of
Because you were in the same
custom,
place.
man, out of convenience and
because
that.
you were in the same class.
But would you choose them now if you met them now?
That's it.
Would you be drawn to them? Would you think, fuck yeah, he's a sick guy, I want to hang out with him?
Yeah.
You know. How to persuade girls to come over for the first time. Alright, listen. First off, what I'll say is build a fucking rapport first. Don't go straight in there with, do you want to come round mine? When you've spoke to them, like when it's been like 5 lines of a fucking WhatsApp conversation, you know, because obviously they're going to be fucking wary of that. And, you know, like lads are trying to lock it in, because if you're not confident that you can seal it, then you're going to try and lock it in before you're anywhere close. Like, you know, you don't need to start like, and even if they are coming around, if they've agreed to come around, you don't need to start talking about banging and being like, you know, trying to make sure that they're gonna bang and all this stuff. You know, just build a fucking rapport, be chilled as fuck about it. And like half the time I'd joke about it and I'd be like, oh, I'm not banging you though, because I'm not easy and like shit like that, or like, you know, or just say like, if they live far away, I'd just be like, you know, bring your camping gear if you want. We'll make a den and camp out, and we'll toast marshmallows in my front room. You know, shit like that. Just make jokes about it, be easy going about it, and don't be an horrible fucking sweaty guy who just wants to fucking
bang,
throw a bird straight in his room. And then, you know, you can escalate once you're there, once she's in your room, once she's in your house, then you can escalate. But don't try and escalate too fast, man. Always just play the easy going, the chilled fucking, you know, because it's always the take it or leave it mentality. Even when she is in your fucking room naked, because you'll find girls that are up for fucking about and they'll get right down, tits out, right down to like the knickers, and then they're like, don't want to bang. Or, well, I've been at that point before, or like, you know, you're right on the brink of banging, you're fucking about, you're doing other shit, whatever, and then like, oh, I'm not banging. And at all times you need the I can take it or leave it attitude, that I'm not asked, not in a bitter way. If she doesn't want you, that's fine. You're not going to be mad about it. You're not going to be fucking little gimp and be like, oh, you're such, you know, you led me on. Oh, you led me on. You know, you just have to be able to go without. And if she senses that, then you're always going to get like, I'm like, listen, sweet, I'm not asked, I don't need this, but I'm not into, I say to girls, that's fine if you want to say no, man, because I'm not in the business of like pesting girls. I'm not in the business of trying to convince girls to sleep with me. Because if they want to sleep with me, they can, and you know, if not, that's fine. I don't have to convince anyone of anything, because I'm not a desperate little fuck. And when they sense that, they get wet, and then you're fucking all the way home, man. Yeah. Do you ever? Oh, this is a good one. This. I'm running out of battery, man. We might have to get your camera in a bit.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel you'll slip into the mould of the generic fitness YouTuber to gain a more substantial following? I personally like your unique approach to YouTube. Keep up the good work. You know, it's fucking easy to be influenced by other YouTube channels, other fitness stuff, you know, and yeah, it is hard not to find yourself slipping into those kind of, you know, the same kind of videos, or like, you know, that kind of stuff. But what helps me really is that I don't even watch that many, like hardly any like classic fitness YouTube type channels, and I might veer towards more generic stuff once in a while, but I'll get myself back on track, because I'll realise what I'm doing and put myself back on track and realise that, you know, I'm only ever going to be the best at, you know, what I enjoy doing, and you know, and also in the long term, like, you know, I could put out videos now. I could do a 10,000 calorie eating challenge if I wanted to and get a fuckload of views, but I don't fucking like, it's just cheap ass selling your fucking self, man. Fair enough, it's, you know, if it's fun and you want to do it for the actual fun of it, then, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about that. Fair enough. But for me, that kind of shit, fucking 8-hour arm workout, shock tactics shit, fucking clickbait titles, you know, that's not me, man, because I don't give a shit enough about, you know, if you got 100,000 subs there and they all fucking want to suck you off, you know, and they're like, oh, you're my fucking hero, what does it even matter if it's not you? if it's not you, you can't get any actual fulfillment out of it. You know, it has to be fucking real, man. It has to be like, I don't know. In short, nah. I just keep doing Joe Delaney, man. Because that's all I'm good at. That's what I'm good at, man. Just turning up and being Joe Delaney. So that's what I'm going to carry on doing. Serious fitness question. Do you only apply progressive overload on heavy compound movements, or do you keep track of what you're doing on curls and shit to try and progress on them as well? Cheers, bro. Nah, I only keep track of my compounds, man. I mean, you could keep track of your isolations and shit like that, but a lot of time I like to change my isolations up and stuff, and so I'm not really going to bother tracking them. I mean, I'll keep a rough idea in my head, but you know, and it might even be better to do that if you can be arsed, but that's a level of commitment that I cannot be fucked with, mate. So I just track my compounds on, my main core compounds.
I just chase the pump.
You just fucking trains like a bro, man, decides what he's doing on the day, man.
Yes.
Did you put on your muscle whilst also gaining some fat and then cut later on? Or is it somehow possible to build muscle and retain a six-pack year-round? I pretty much always had abs my whole life. Never not been able to see any abs. So yeah, it's possible, because when you're young, you're training often, you're active, you can get away with eating a lot. Even when you're not fucking counting your macros, you know, you can fucking smash it. And if you're training like relatively hard, and you know, even if you're just doing the basics, like including a lot of compounds and shit, you know, you're not going to put that much fat on generally. Obviously people have different body types, and some people would be more prone to fat gain than others, but I was kind of lucky in that I was kind of ectomorph in that kind of sense. You know, even though I'm not tall, I was generally had an ectomorph frame. I was quite skinny when I was a kid, so always stayed fairly lean, like, and I've never really fully lost abs. No, I think it'd be hard for me to do that. I'd have to cane a lot of food fast.
I'm the other way around. My metabolism is more slow, so for me it's easy to put size, but abs go easily.
Yeah.
I have to stay on track to stay.
Yeah. You track macros a lot more accurately than me and stuff.
I'm more Del Bro shit.
Yeah. What made your outlook on life the way it is? Since I first watched your videos, you've made an awesome influence on me, and I'm sure many others. Stay edgy, bruh. You know, again, this is the same as like how YouTube grow, man. There isn't just one point where you're a shit lad and then suddenly you turn into an alright lad. You know, I think it's generally the compounding effect of putting yourself in new situations and trying to expose yourself to new experiences and new people and new feelings and everything, you know, over years. But you can't take that much responsibility, because I have to go back to my parents really, and you know, they always like, I holidayed a lot as a kid, and that kind of helped me to, you know, be you know, have a kind of passion for traveling. And my parents are like, they're really open-minded and like quite liberal and that, and so, you know, I think really you have to thank your parents for your initial kind of outlook, and then maybe take some credit yourself, because you do have to then, no matter what your upbringing is, you do still have, you are always at risk of just still turning into a shit gone by, you know, if you don't push yourself into situations and make yourself do shit. But really for me, it was when I realised that new experiences and new situations helped me fucking grow as a person, then you make a positive link with that in your head. So you might be apprehensive about doing something, you might be going somewhere with a load of people that you don't know, and inside you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to go because I don't know people and it might be awkward or something. But then the link is, you know, you feel that awkwardness and you feel that little bit of kind of apprehensiveness, or maybe a little bit of like fear, and you've got that kind of mental link with growth stemming from that. And so I think if you can link that up in your head and realize, you know, kind of take a step back and look at yourself, you know, from a kind of third person perspective, and realize that when maybe you don't want to do stuff, but it's still going to help you, it's still going to help you grow, it's still going to help your outlook. And you know, outlook is everything, man. Outlook is fucking everything, and it needs to be worked on like anything else. You need to train it just like you train your fucking body, man. It's, you know, it's a bit of a simple analogy, but it's true, you know, and it's worth spending the time on because it puts you in situations, man. I'm here now, you know what I mean? I've just spent a week in Madrid. We've just been knee deep in Sankeys together, and we met less than a year ago, man, because I was YouTubing, he commented on my YouTube, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, we'll meet each other. And then, you know, you only have to give people one chance. I'm not saying go hang out with people you don't want to hang out with, but meet everyone once, man. Meet everyone once, and then if you want to hang out with them, then you can hang out with them. You know, you don't have to commit to shit you don't want to do, you know, like long term. Just give everyone a fucking chance, and you know, you find yourself. But this is like, it's not the first time in my life as well that I've been in a completely different place and I've found, you know, massive like generosity of people that I don't know just from exposing yourself to it, man. So yeah, what about you? Outlook. We were saying that we've got similar parents, man. Like, I've never met his parents before, but they remind me of my parents. Like, you know.
I think that's like a big, like your parents make a big influence on you, how they raise you. That's what's gonna guide you through life. I mean, like, if they haven't raised you in a good way because of circumstances or whatever, just try and like go change through it, you know.
Yeah, you need to overcome it and not let it like hold you back, man, because not everyone is, because we're lucky, man. We're really lucky, man.
Not everyone is lucky having like, or even when parents divorce, it's a lot of shit and stuff like that. So you just need to be strong, cunt.
Yeah, like recognize that if it's not good for you, you know, you just have to put yourself out there, man. I know people who've moved out like really young ages and shit, and you know, you see people now and again, they're like really young but seem really independent for it, and that's because they have taken it upon themselves to, you know, they take responsibility for themselves, man. You have to, you know, just what you gotta do.
Whenever you do stuff, just think about if it's gonna bring something positive to your life. Like, what's gonna bring staying there playing Pokemon Go to your life? It's not gonna bring shit.
No, man.
It's not gonna bring shit, or like. So just do stuff that is gonna affect in your life in a good way, you know. Like,
you have to just
get out of your house.
It boils down to just welcoming new experiences as much as you possibly can. Don't even always mean good experiences, because bad experiences can still shape you. And I'm not saying consciously go into bad situations, but you might go into something you don't know how it's going to end, and it might end badly, but it doesn't always mean it's a bad thing, man. Alright, how can a person become better at social skills? Or is it a personality thing? Either you have it or you don't. Well, a skill is a skill, man. It's like driving, you have to practice. Same. A skill is something you can build, and that's why social skills are called social skills.
You can get better.
You know, some people might be naturally like more reserved and shy, and some people might be naturally more extroverted, but don't fucking for a second think that is sealed and that is your fate and that's just how you have to be, because it is not, man. You can change a lot. Anyone who is generally shy can be, you know, massively outgoing, and vice versa if you let yourself become that. It's just a case of fucking practicing it, man. And that's shit. Like, you know, if you go to the same situation, if you have the same routine and you work at some place, and then you maybe see your workmates once in a while, and then you go to like some kind of party with like your fucking friends from school, and then that's it, and you're in the same kind of groups all the time, you know, you're never going to get much of a fucking different kind of experience. And you know, you'll be good. You'll have situational confidence, man. You'll be confident in those situations. So when you're with people, you know you're confident, or when you're at work in a certain situation, you're confident. But don't think that that's overall confidence. That is not deep-seated overall confidence. That overall confidence comes from continuously going into new situations, realizing that it doesn't hurt, even if shit's awkward. You don't die, you know, and then eventually you become confident. A new situation becomes the norm rather than a specific one. Okay, bye.
Delaney is my hero!